Hello and welcome to my channel, On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And today let's talk about what is on the hook, what's been on the hook. A few things have been on the hook, but also something that's been on the needle since last week. And I showed this to you last week, just partially done. So I wanted to show you the finished object. Also, happy Valentine's Day. This is a beautiful, beautiful day. Our weather is perfect for Valentine's. It's a little bit chilly, but I'm hoping for some candy from Mr. On the Hook today. So maybe he'll pick me some up at the store. He's gone to get groceries, so I'm hoping that he'll see that candy aisle and pick me up something. I love chocolate covered cherries and Ferrero Rocher and all those things that make you nice and fat, but they're so much fun to eat. So I hope you have a nice Valentine's Day, that you enjoy your day. And if you don't have a Valentine in your life, go to the store and buy yourself some candy, or if you can't eat candy, then buy something fun to eat, or watch a favorite show, something to watch. I mean, I do that too. I save things to watch on certain days. So I hope you have a great Valentine's Day today. You know, I like to learn something every single day. I make it a point to try to learn something every day, even if I have to go on Google and look something up that I didn't know the answer to. Today, I learned something from one of my viewers, and my viewer's name is Anna, and she lives in Malta. Okay, let's learn where Malta is. I've got a picture here, and I will show you where it is. It's right below Italy, about 50 miles from the tip of Italy, and is 3 islands together. It's an archipelago, which are a group of islands together. And this is 3 islands, one of which is Malta. And Malta is where Anna lives, and she watches my show. And I'm just so glad to have you with me, Anna. I don't know anybody from Malta, so now I do. Anna from Malta. And she sent me a nice card. This is the card, and it says grazie on it. I rolled my R there. I think you can do that. Grazie, and that means thank you. In Italian, it also means thank you in Maltese. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, she sent me this nice card with a nice note inside. And also, she had crocheted me a beautiful motif. Let me show this to you. This is the tiniest yarn I think I've ever seen. Let me get it up here where you can see it. This is a beautiful motif that Anna crocheted for me, and I will hang it up right here where I have my cardinals and other things that people have crocheted for me, and that's where it will go, Anna. So thank you for that, and thank you for helping us learn something new today. I also have a nice thank you note from Karen in Ohio, and Karen has won a couple of giveaways from me, and she was thanking me for those and telling me what she was going to do with them. So Karen, thank you for writing to me. Thank you both for sending a beautiful card and a motif and a nice note in each one. Okay, now, so it's Valentine's Day, and I have a lot of pink things to show you. I want to show you some pink items and garments right up there. See all those pink? We're going to talk about each one of those very briefly, and I'll tell you what the patterns are. So if you want to make one, you certainly can. And Crystal is wearing an Archangel sweater. This is what the pattern looks like on my Etsy shop. It's called the Archangel, and it's not difficult to make, but it's a beautiful, beautiful sweater. It's all nicely shaped on the arms, and I'll bring her up here in a minute and we'll look at it. This is the Archangel sweater. Love this sweater. I've made 2 or 3 of these, and they are just so nice to wear. I actually did put a lot of ease in this. If you know what ease is, the extra fabric that you put in a sweater or a garment that allows it to hang nicely from the underarm. See, it hangs really nice. It's got a nice drape. This is made with Malabrigo Washted, W-A-S-H-T-E-D. I don't know if you pronounce that washed or washted, but anyway, it's a washable wool. Very, very nice. A size 4 yarn, and it drapes so beautifully. Look at that. It's really a nice drape to it, and it took me about 1,260 yards to make this. This is a long, below the hip line. Well, it's right at about my hip. And the stitch definition is so nice in this. I'm going to lean her forward so you can see it. The stitch definition is super duper with this. I really love it. This is also many, many colors, but it's mostly pink. There's a little bit of purple in here and a little bit of green, but you can barely see that. It's just beautiful. And they still have this colorway on their website at Eat Sleep Knit, and I'll put a link to it down in the description box. But this is The colorway is called Archangel. I had this sent to me from Knit Crate back when they were in business. I went back out to Eat Sleep Knit, and I bought a sweater quantity of this. So I bought 1,260 yards. Well, I actually bought more than that, probably 1,300 yards. But I wanted to be sure I had plenty to do this. And this is the, I didn't rib at the bottom. I just gathered it up with a drastic decrease right around the top of the edging right here. And the edging is very simple. It's just a stitch. You know, it's not ribbing or anything. But I like the way that fits too. It gathers the sleeve, and then the sleeve has a very small edging at the bottom and just big enough for my hand to go through, but it keeps the sweater up above my wrist, which is what I like. And the edging around here is very simple, but I do some decreasing in this, so if you're not comfortable with that, it's probably not a good pattern for you. But if you have any experience with decreasing with crochet, and I really make it easy in my patterns, I explain everything in English, and it's also in full sentences, so you're not wondering what I want you to do. So this is the size inclusive Archangel pattern on my Etsy shop, and you'll see it out there. It's done in another color, which I did. I think this is washed head as well, but I made this a little bit smaller, and I tell you how to do that in the pattern. There's not as much ease in here on the other sweater, and I like them both. I like both of these sweaters. They're very, very comfortable to wear, and that yarn is so exquisite. It's not extremely expensive either. It's very affordable, and I really enjoyed making this. So this is the Archangel sweater. You can find it on my Etsy shop. Some of you have been asking me what you can do to support my channel, because I don't run commercials during my videos. You'll see them at the beginning and end, but during the video you do not have to go and skip. You're not interrupted by video advertisements, and because I don't like to watch them, I don't force you to watch them either. So I wanted to tell you that. But some people have asked me how they can support my channel, and you can support it by going out to my Etsy shop and purchasing a pattern or however many you want. And there's also merchandise out there. There are project bags and other items that you can purchase if you want to. And also, I've decided to allow memberships to my channel. They're not expensive. It's called a Merino membership, and it's a way to support my channel with a small subscription each month. And I really appreciate that. You can click the join button right down there below the title of this video, and it's on all my videos, so you have an opportunity anytime you're watching a video to join the channel and sign up for a membership. It's called a Merino membership, and I named it that because I love merino wool. I just really love merino wool. I've also ordered a kit from Lion Brand, which is the same as the classic knit top that I made last week or the week before, and I have it right here. This is the classic knit top by Lion Brand, and it's a knitted project. It's very comfortable. It's really big on me because I made the large, and I made that so that I could make sure that it would fit me. I didn't want to make something too small. So I made the large, and it's really easy to put together. It's just 2 squares, and you sew it up. There's nothing extremely hard about any of this. And the merino is the Lion Brand Superwash Merino that they sell on their website, and this is doubled, so you use 2 strands at one time and a number 11 needle to knit, and it makes the fabric really nice and drapey, so super duper nice. I really like it, and I'm starting another one, and I wanted to show that to you. So the first whip I want to talk about is one of those tops. I ordered another kit from Lion Brand because the price of the yarn was cheaper than going out on their website, so I ordered the kit, and the kit came with 4 skeins. You use 2 at a time, so you need 4 skeins to make a medium large. I don't know if you need that many for a small, but I'm making this one in a medium size. I'm really glad I did that. And here it is. This is what it looks like. The color is paprika, and it's a beautiful color. Look at this. It's so pretty, and it's not perfect. Don't tell me I made a mistake. Y'all will never do that. Y'all are so encouraging about my knitting, especially the knitters out there. They just are saying that I'm doing a good job. I'm telling you, I'm just a baby knitter though. I'm not all that great at it. But I have figured out how to do this pattern. This is my second time around. And there are 6 rows of rib, and it's a 4x4 rib. Real easy to make. You could probably make it without the pattern, but I really have enjoyed making this pattern. I did all this yesterday afternoon and last evening. So it goes slowly, but it's slower than crocheting, I have to admit. It's slower than crochet. Here's what it looks like. This is the Lion Brand Super Brush Merino in Paprika, and there's what it looks like. So beautiful. Easy and so soft. This is the softest yarn ever. I mean, it's just so soft, and according to them you can wash it, but I probably won't be doing that. I actually did block this though. I blocked this sweater and it turned out so nice. It says everything evens everything out. I know you knitters know about that, but if you make something out of wool, you can water it down or wash it. You can do either one, and then dry it, and the fabric just becomes a lot more drapey and very soft to the skin. Really, really nice. This already starts out soft, but when you block it, it's even softer. Now, I'm going to stand up and show you the newest item in my wardrobe, and this is something I finished this week as well. Well, this is the newest item in my wardrobe. This is the Jeannie's Learning Sweater. This is my learning sweater. I learned a lot of things by making this sweater. This is my own pattern, but I did copy some of the design elements in the classic knit top, and there are some I've seen on the web, so it's not proprietary or anything, but I just made 2 squares, front and back, and then I made 2 sleeves, which weren't in the classic knit top. I made the sleeves on my own, and this is all sewn up. There's no picking up stitches or any of that stuff. I don't know how to do that yet. So this is what I came up with, and I really like it. It's made big. It's kind of there's a lot of ease in this, probably 3, 6, 9, about 12 inches of ease, maybe 10 inches of ease. And I made it really big so that I didn't have to worry about shaping it or anything. Here's the back. This is what the back looks like. It's just a rib along the bottom, and then just a stockinette stitch all the way to the top. That's a knit 1 row, purl 1 row, if you all don't know what about knitting. And then I made the sleeves to fit flat on the sweater. So I laid the sweater out after I sewed the shoulder seams. I laid the sweater out flat, and I decided how wide to make the sleeve, and I just made the sleeve, and I did decrease using the knit 2 together on each end of certain rows in the sleeve, and it made the sleeve that shape. And then I ribbed a little bit at the bottom. I did a 2x2 rib for the cuff. They're fairly fitted is what I call it. This is my learning sweater, so I made it too short to begin with. So if you're noticing this, there's a line along the rib. I made it this long to begin with. Okay, it was too short. I tried it on. I thought, that is too short. I'm not going to be comfortable wearing that. So I added about 5 or 6 more rows. Actually, I added about 8 rows to the bottom of the rib. And I went on the web and I found out a way to pick up stitches on a cast off edge. That's what I looked up, and there was a lady on there that showed how to do it, and I did it like she said, but it created a line across there, which I don't love, but it almost looks like it's designed that way, so I'm just going to leave it alone. I didn't really care. This is my learning sweater. I learned a lot by making this sweater. I learned that next time I make it, which I may make it again, maybe in some Malabrigo chunky size, 5, I might do that just because I love Malabrigo yarn, and I love the colors. And if you get a marled or marbled colored wool, it's very forgiving as far as the stitch definition goes. But I didn't make any mistakes in here. The only mistake I made was making it too short, and then I had to add some rib at the bottom. That was the only mistake I really made. There was one other. There was a hole in the fabric of the sleeve. I don't know how it happened, and I just took some yarn and I mended the hole, and you can't even see it. So I figured, I don't know how to take out my stitches yet as well as I should, so I have to make up for that by just fixing a hole or a missed stitch or something. I'll just grab it and yarn it up into its place, and instead of using a crochet hook and all that, I know there's a way to do all that, but I just kind of ad-libbed everything. So this is my learning sweater. I just did 4 knit rows at the top on each square, and then I sewed up the shoulders right here. And you know, it was pretty long right here because I made the sweater really big. I didn't do any decreasing there. So the sleeves are a tiny bit longer than I would like. See, they're kind of bunched up just a little bit. I can still wear it, especially if I turn up the cuff, and that kind of lets some of the extra out of the sleeve, so it fits a little bit more straight. But there again, I don't really care. This is for the house. I'm going to be wearing this around the house. I might wear it to the store or something. Not sure I would wear it to church or out to lunch or dinner or anything like that. But I do love it. It's so comfortable and very, very soft, and it's warm. So today is a perfect day to wear my learning sweater. Here is the yarn that I use, the Premier Serenity Chunky Tweed. Beautiful, 109 yards on here, and it took me right about 700 yards to make this. I bought 8 of these to make this sweater, and I used 6, and all the way to the last inch of that 6th skein. So I wouldn't buy 6 to make something like this. I would buy 7 next time. I would probably be fine with 7. Most yarn comes in different lengths, so you have to check that, be sure to check that. But this comes in 109 yard lengths, and very, very nice yarn. It's very pretty, and this is the colorway pink. It's just pink. It's got tweed in it. It's really, really pretty. I'll get up here where you can see my sweater. This is what it looks like when it's knitted and crocheted. I'm sure it's very beautiful as well. But again, this is just a learning sweater. It's not so bad though that I wouldn't wear it out somewhere. So there again, be sure to stay with me because we're going to give some of this away at the end of the show. Now, let's talk about diamond painting real quick. I actually picked up a diamond painting from my daughter who finished hers, and I brought it home to seal it and to get it framed for her birthday this coming Saturday. So I just wanted to tell you that. Oh, it's next Saturday, not this Saturday. And I took it downstairs, and I took a little bit of a movie to show you what I was doing with it and a little bit about the diamond painting itself. So here's that. And then I'll show you the progress I've made on my newest diamond painting. It just takes a second, and I'll show you what I've done with that. I brought this diamond painting home from my daughter's house, and it's called 4 Seasons Sparkle. I bought her this a long time ago, and it's the first diamond painting I ever did. So I bought her one just like it. And these are the 4 Seasons trees, and I just think they're so beautiful. This is the spring tree, this is the summer tree, this is the autumn tree, and this is the winter tree. And they're all so beautiful and sparkly. Look at that. This is a Diamond Dots brand. I believe I got it at Joann's, but you might be able to just go on the web and find it. It's a perfect diamond painting for your first diamond painting because all this area in here is not diamond painting. It's just this, the trees are the only diamond painting on this canvas. So it goes fairly fast, but it's not totally simple. I mean, you have to pay attention what you're doing. It also has some beautiful A-B drills, and those are sparkly, especially sparkly drills. And let me show you some of those. Here are some A-B drills right here. These are the peach color that are in the autumn tree, and they're interspersed along. There are several colors of A-B drills. Those are Aurora Borealis drills. That means they're especially sparkly, and when you put those into a diamond painting, they just add so much sparkle to certain areas of the painting. So you can see there's some special sparkle here. The white, some of the white drills are A-B drills. And most diamond paintings, if they have any, they'll just have 1 to 3 or 4 colors of A-B drills, and they just intersperse those in the painting wherever. But I'm going to seal this for her and have it framed for her birthday. And this is the seal I always use. This is Mod Podge. It's called Super Gloss, Mod Podge Super Gloss. And I just paint on this particular painting, I would just paint the areas that have been diamond painted. I don't paint this area with the sealer. So I just leave this alone. And then when I have it framed, I have it framed on a hard piece of cardboard, and they call it mounted. They mount it on a hardboard, and then they frame it That's at Hobby Lobby. And again, this is a pretty substantial painting. There are lots of colors in here. Look at all those colors. For beginning painting, that would be a challenge, but it would also be very doable. Again, this is a Diamond Dots 4 Season Sparkle, not sponsored, but I just wanted you to see this. This is so beautiful, and it's not overwhelming because there's a lot of area in here that is not diamond painted. So she did hers one tree at a time. I think I did mine all the black and then all the green and then all, that's how I did it, I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong about that, but she did it one tree at a time. It's really beautiful. Now for the progress on my Blooming Village by Carla Gerard. It's just a Crafties collaboration. Beautiful, beautiful painting. I have 3 of these different styles, but the same artist, and I'm just really excited to get started on this. But I've done quite a bit this week. I was right around here last week. I was still working on this, so I finished this, all the detail in there, and I actually have I have a few pieces right here that I haven't finished, and right in here I'm doing this whole section at one time, and I found that is too hard. I really do better if I just take one square, get it all done, move to the next square. So I did that all the way over to here, and then I opened it up and I decided I'm going to do all this at once, and that was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that, but you live and learn. So anyway, this is the part that I have finished. I'll get down here where you can see it. The tree is actually done with a lot of A-B drills, and those, as I explained before, those are Aurora Borealis. That means they're very sparkly drills, and in person you can see it a lot better. You can sort of see it here, the ones that are reflecting with the camera on, but it's easier when you see them in person. But they're beautiful, beautiful on your wall. They're so gorgeous. Now the tree, there's a lot to do on the tree, as you can see, and I have my light on behind it with my light pad right here. You can see that. It comes up behind it, and you can see the symbols a lot easier. Let me get down here where you can see them. See those F's? You can see those. It's so easy to see them. When you turn it off, you can tell it's a lot harder to see. But anyway, this is sponsored by Crafties. They are a great company, beautiful diamond paintings, very high quality, and I enjoy working with them so much. So there's a link down in the description box if you want to click on it, take a look at some of their paintings. They also have paint by number down there. And what I really love about Crafties is that they support their artists. And Carla will get credit for my using this video to promote her artwork. And so it's just a kind of a nice company, the way they operate. And I've really enjoyed working with them before. So now I'm doing it again, and I'm having a good time with this. Carla Gerard. Again, this is Blooming Village from the Crafties website. I wanted to show you some of my pink garments that I have out for Valentine's Day. And this is the Garden Party Tee. This is very, very drapey. Now, I made this with Lion Brand, and it's a bamboo yarn. You can go out and look at it. It's pretty nice. I really like it. It's very, very drapey. And I made this with a motif in mind on the front. It's got a big motif on the front, not on the back. The back is just plain, very easy to do. And all the excitement is on the front of this particular garment. So I just wanted to show you that. That's a pink Garden Party Tee. Now over here is a Summer Essentials, and I made this with knit crate yarn. It was a knit crate yarn, beautiful pinks, different colored pinks, and a little tiny bit of purple in here as well. And this is a very easy pattern. This is a very boxy top. It's very, very drapey, and I have to wear a tank top under it, but it is so beautiful, and it is wool. It's out of merino wool from Knit Crate. It's a size 2 yarn. It's what I call a sport yarn, a little bit bigger than a fingering yarn. I made it with the G hook, I believe. So that's the Summer Essentials sweater. Over here is the Plain Jane Tee, and I've made this several times as well. It's a very, very easy pattern. It's a Plain Jane Tee. The only thing exciting on this, besides just the, finishing the garment, is the edging around the top. It's done with a kind of a modified shell, and it makes the sweater look so nice. I really like that. And you can put as much ease in this as you want. And also along the bottom, there's some beautiful edging here as well. It's a modified shell, easy to do, not hard at all, but that gives the sweater a little bit of pizzazz. It's kind of pretty. And I did that in a pink. I think this is a cotton yarn. It's a size 4, I believe. It's a size 4 yarn. You can use any size yarn on this particular pattern, and most of the patterns you could use a DK on this one or this one, either one, or size 4 on that one. There are all kinds of ways that you can make these, but what you have to do is decide what yarn you're familiar with, what yarn you like to work with, and the hook you like to work with. And all of my patterns are done by measurement, so you don't have a stitch count that you have to keep up with unless you want to on your own. But I don't give you stitch counts in my patterns. My beautiful head model here is wearing the Pamela cowl on her head, and I just put it there because it's pink. It's so pretty. Look at that. It's really pretty. That's the Pamela cowl, and then the snood, which goes with it, is here. And a snood is a kind of a loose cap, and it has a lot of area in it, so you can tuck your hair in and it doesn't mash your hair down, and it's very beautiful when you put it on. I'm going to bring her up close so you can see what she looks like. This is the Pamela snood, and look at that. It's so pretty. I really love the way that fits. It's just you tuck your hair under here. She doesn't have any hair on her head. She doesn't have any hair, so the snood fits a little bit differently on her, but it is very, very beautiful when you make it. This is just size 4 yarn. Doesn't have to have a lot of drape, although I love lots of drape. This is the Pamela cowl and snood. This is what it looks like. I'll put a link down in the description box. The summer essential looks like this. That's the sweater that's in the Knit Crate pink fingering yarn. That's the summer essential. The plain Jane tee is this one, and a lot of y'all have purchased this pattern. It's so much fun to make, and it's easy as pie. Plain Jane tee, and this is the garden party tee. This is what it looks like, and there's the motif on the front right there, so you can get a good look at that. That's what it looks like on the front. It's called the garden party tee. Really enjoy making these patterns and designing these patterns for y'all. They're fun and they're not hard to make, and we make them with measurements only, so you don't have to worry about if you're very, very large or very, very small or right in the middle. You can make my patterns to fit you the first time. Now, my last whip that I want to talk about is my baby blanket that I'm making for a church function. It's to provide baby blankets to children in need, and so I'm making a baby blanket out of Joanne yarn. This is so pretty. It's turned out really, really nicely. There is a method to my madness there. The stripes are in the same order all the way up and down, and that's okay. That's not really the way I usually do things, but I thought I would for this particular blanket. I'm about halfway finished, and so I just work on this when I'm watching TV at night or when I don't have to pay attention to what I'm doing. And this, look how beautiful that is. That is Big Twist, and it's called Twinkle. Big Twist Twinkle. That's a mouthful. And this is what it looks like. I got this at Joann's, and I'm using 3 colors. One is blue, one is pink, and one is mint. The greenish one is mint, so that's what I'm using. And then also the white, just a plain white Big Twist. And so easy to work with. I'm really enjoying that. It's my Christmas time coverlet pattern, and very easy to do, and it goes like lightning, and it looks really pretty when you get through because it's not just double crochet. It actually is double crochet, but it's done in sort of a stitch pattern that's real easy to do, and it looks pretty when you get finished with it. And it gives the blanket a little bit of a pizzazz, you know. It looks nicer than just plain old double crochet, although I love those too. But this is going to be special, and so I wanted it to look special. A very quick look at my Cat's Meow blanket. This was featured on my last video, and I'll put a link to that video at the end of this video so you can watch it. I don't have my Cat's Meow pattern right here in front of me, and I have misplaced it. I know it's here somewhere, but I don't see it right now. But I wanted to show this to you. This is the right side of the blanket, and this is how much I've done so far. I love the colors that are in the kit. This is a kit from Mary Maxim, and I love the colors that are in here. I don't know if you can see that. There's a gray color, and then there's a Red Heart Melange in the colorway Theater. Very, very nice. Really enjoy working with this. This is the a few mistakes that I've made in here, right in here, but this is for the house. It's going to stay here. So I'm going to enjoy looking at it because it's been quite a bit of work, and it's not difficult. It's just there's a lot to it. But I wanted to show you that again. That's so pretty. And I've done probably 10 inches on the blanket, and I work with it at my desk. I haven't figured out where to work with it otherwise, so I'm just working with it here, and that way I can finish it on my desk, and I don't have to worry about taking it anywhere because I won't be taking it anywhere. Now let's talk about giveaways. I have my stacked baskets over here. For today, we're giving away 3 gifts. The first gift is Crochet World, and that's the spring of 2025. It's full of great patterns in here, and this is going to the person who wrote the word world in their comment, whichever one I pick. They had to have written the word world in their comment, and you are in the running for that. Also, I have a project bag from Craft House Magic. Very, very cute. It holds quite a bit, actually. It's got some little designs on the front. It's got a robin over here, some music, and it says Rockin' Robin, and that was her theme for her advent calendar yarns last year, and this came in there, and I haven't used it. I probably won't. I've got a ton of project bags, but if you're looking for a project bag, this would be a good choice. The keyword there is robin. Robin is the key word. And then I have 2.5 cakes of Spun Colors Premier. This is 419 yards on each cake, and the last cake has probably half of that, so you're having a pretty good amount of yardage here. It's a size 4 yarn, and it is partially wool, so if you're wool allergic, you probably didn't sign up for it. I told you that last week. Please don't sign up for wool if you can't use it. Although you could probably give it away. But anyway, this is the Blue Ridge colorway. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me get that around there. There we go. So that's 2.5 cakes of Spun Colors. So let's turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins these gifts this week. Here we are at the computer, and I have already set this up, ready to go. And I'm going to go down here and get the YouTube comments for the word world. And you see that up here. Let's see, there it is right there, the word world. We got our comments, so let's scroll over here and find out who wins the Crochet magazine this week. This is for Crochet World magazine, the spring 2025 edition, and the winner is Patricia Post. Patricia Post 962. So Patricia, you have won the Crochet World magazine. Congratulations. Now let's scroll back over here, and we're going to change the word. And we're going to use the word robin. R-O-B-I-N. All right, there's the word robin. And let's scroll down here and see how many YouTube comments we had with robin. I don't think we had quite as many. Nope, 59. But there are 59 of you that wanted the project bag. So let's see who wins the robin project bag from Craft House Magic from last year's Advent calendar. That is PBIA Mont. PBIAMONT. You've won the project bag, the Robin project bag. So congratulations. And let's go up here and type in one more word, and that would be the word spun. And a lot of y'all wanted this spun yarn, which I can understand because it's a beautiful yarn and there's a lot of it. So you have a lot of yarn to work with there. Let's get our comments for spun. And there, yeah, 122. That's more people. So let's find out who wins the Premier Spun Colors yarn. And that would be Becky Wilcoxon. Becky Wilcoxon, you have won the Spun Colors yarn from On the Hook Crochet. Congratulations to all of our winners. Thank you for participating. Congratulations to our winners. If you were a winner, please send me an email to jeannie@onthehookcrochet.com and put winner in the subject line and tell me what you won so I can be sure that I send the right gift to the right person. So send me your name and address and I will get those out to you right away. Now, for next week, we have 2 skeins of this yarn. The yarn that I'm wearing, it's called Serenity Chunky Tweed, right there. Serenity Chunky Tweed. And you could probably make a hat or something like that with this. So beautiful. it is fun just to try new yarns. So this is 2 skeins of this, and the keyword there is tweed, T-W-E-E-D, tweed. And those are to go to 1 gift to 1 person, 2 to 1 person. All right, and then I am going through my garments, and I found, we're talking about pink today because it's Valentine's Day, and I found this beautiful Pamela's cowl in my stash, and here it is up close. This was some Knit Crate yarn that I received, and I absolutely loved it. It is so soft, and I believe it's wool, so if you're allergic to wool, don't sign up for this. But this is the Pamela cowl, and it comes with my tag on it. It's already made. You don't have to do it. And actually, I think this is the one, yeah, this is the one that has, the bottom is a little bit bigger than the top, so that when you put it on, and I'll just go ahead and put this on. When you put on this cowl, it fits you a little bit better around the shoulders because it's bigger around the bottom than it is at the top. So I really enjoyed wearing this. I wore it a few times, but I don't need it, and I've got a ton of cowls. So I'm going to give this away as a gift, and the keyword there is cowl, C-O-W-L. Be sure to put that in your comments if you want to be in the running for this cowl. It'll come to you. It'll be already made. You don't have to make anything. I don't have the yarn band for this. I'm pretty sure it's wool, but I don't know how to take care of it. I'd say you could probably wash it in some wool wash and then let it lay on your dryer or something and dry on a towel, and you'd be, okay with that. I'm not one to wash a lot of cowls unless I get them around my face or get makeup on them or something, but this is the second gift that I'll be giving away next week. Now the third gift is another cowl that I found. It's not pink, but it's coral. I was close, but it wasn't pink. It's the Pamela cowl as well. It's just wider. It's made from some beautiful, beautiful yarn. Look at that. It's so gorgeous. I know where I made this up because I think I received 2 skeins of this yarn. I'm pretty sure I did. So I used them all up and made a wider cowl, but it's still the same. I think it's bigger around the bottom than the top, but that also has my tag on it, my leather tag, and it's already made up, and the keyword there is coral, C-O-R-A-L, coral, because that's the color and is so beautiful with the black jacket. So beautiful. And that will go to gift winner number 3 next week. Well, I hope you've learned something today. We learned where Malta was. We learned about some patterns up here. Being pink today is Valentine's Day. So I hope you have a wonderful day today and a wonderful weekend and a week next week. And I will see you next time. So join me then to find out what's on the hook.